What's going on, YouTube? My name is Gianni Ramirez. I'm here to bring you your daily catalyst, controversies, and speculation surrounding cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to break this off by talking about the current controversy between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, the thing that everyone's talking about. So I'm going to give you speculations on both sides, A and B, what I'm thinking, what are some possibilities, because I'm not here to shill a coin or anything like that. The whole point is to understand what's going on, so hopefully we can be at the right spot when the next big things happen so we can make a profit. So also, just to make sure everyone's careful out there, because we've seen a lot of manipulation going on, and a lot of fingers are being pointed, but we don't know. So let's start by saying that we had a big pump and dump. Obviously, everyone knows with Bitcoin Cash, when it always hit the top, then it dumped, and everyone's blaming it on Bitcoin Cash. But we gotta look at the other side of this. While this major dump was going on, when we went back to Bitcoin, we were down here at the low, and we came all the way back up. So clearly a lot of that money came to Bitcoin. So I mean, could it have been pumped and dumped an inside job at Bitcoin Cash? Maybe, but on the flip side, could Bitcoin send some sleeper cells or some other whales into Bitcoin Cash to pump it, to make a pump and dump, so you could create FUD in the Bitcoin Cash space and ultimately strike back in the war between the two cryptocurrencies after they pulled the chair on the futures. That's what sent Bitcoin into unconfirmed transaction frenzy. So a big thing I want to bring up is these unconfirmed transactions. So what was it, like a day ago, 2 days ago, it was at 170,000 unconfirmed transactions, and today we're sitting at 98,300 and some. It keeps changing, but here's my outlook on it. So in the past, we've seen like 5,000 unconfirmed transactions lasting like 2 days. And, blockchain.com, they're, real heavy on the Bitcoin core side. And I'm not saying they are, but we know as traders, we don't want to lose our money. So we got to think of every possibility. So with, 40,000, 50,000 transactions plus were confirmed within a 36-hour window, I'm a little skeptical about that. I'm a little optimistic. I wonder what's going on there. I mean, if that was true, I don't think we would have ever had unconfirmed transactions before in the past. Maybe they found a way, I don't know, but it's something we're going to keep in mind, because we don't want to lose our money. By the way, always use a stop. Learned that the hard way, like with the when Bitcoin started to pump. But luckily I got bailed out when it popped. But okay, let me see what else is on here. So we got Litecoin, Vertcoin, Decred, Viacoin, Decred. I don't know if I already said that, but anyways, they're all SegWit coins, and the new talks today are the Lightning Network. So the Lightning Network is supposed to be able to fix the scaling solution with the current Bitcoin right now. But I got some questions, and I really want to know, because either we don't make money off of it now, there's a great upside potential to this, whether Bitcoin Cash is successful or not. Let's be real. I want to touch on that very quick. A Bitcoin Cash, a lot of people that were, who are on Bitcoin side, which I'm not on any side, I'm just trying to make some money, but this is the way I see it, is that the way we spend money now in society is just going to become obsolete at one point. Some people speculate that Bitcoin Cash is PayPal 2.0, but the way we spend money is just, you get a penny back, you get change back, we lose that change. That's number one. If you sit down and think how much money you're losing in lost change every year, is going to blow your mind. Another thing is that You can't do private transactions. I mean, I guess you can with cash, but you also run a big risk of receiving counterfeits. You run a big risk of, getting mugged. A lot of people don't like to walk around with cash. You could lose cash. And then also with the inflation and manipulation in our currency, that a lot of people are trying to turn away from it. But what I'm trying to say here is that, so let's say Bitcoin Cash becomes successful. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to die or anything, but it could get overran by Bitcoin Cash. I honestly think that's a possibility. So let's not be emotional. Let's make some money. Anyhow, just because Bitcoin Cash takes over the throne, I mean, we got to put it in real terms here. With the problems we're seeing now with these unconfirmed transactions, the whole world cannot run on Bitcoin. That's a fact. You think Amazon's going to adopt this? Like 98,000 unconfirmed transactions. You know how many orders go through Amazon's and other companies? Which, Bitcoin Cash is eventually going to need some futures slapped on it. So they could do that. I think the Todd Father on Crypto News brought that to my attention. I thought about it. I was just like, yeah, that's going to have to happen. Anyways, Lightning Network. This is why I don't think that this is going to affect cryptocurrency in a negative way. I actually think it's going to affect cryptocurrency in a positive way. And that's because right now, I mean, I'm just going to throw a figure out there. Let's say, 1% of the world uses cryptocurrencies. So I think with a scalable solution like Bitcoin Cash could, bring the masses to adopt this technology, Bitcoin. And although maybe it will be like a PayPal 2.0, but like I said previously, the world needs a PayPal 2.0 because, things need to change. I don't think it's going to be as private as these other privacy coins. By the way, you got John McAfee, internet security guy, big advocate on do what you want to do. He's coming out in support for Bitcoin Cash. John McAfee, I mean, you got to trust that. He'll never do you wrong. Yeah, so the Lightning Network, privacy coins. That's gonna blow up, and it's gonna blow up even more if the masses adopt a scalable Bitcoin. So, Lisk, that's another thing. That's another thing I need to understand here, because there's not too much information out there about the Lightning Network, which I will come out with a video after I do my proper research on the Lightning Network. Does it involve Lisk? I don't know. I gotta do my research. I do know the SegWit coins that are involved. Are there any other future coins that are going to be adopting this technology? There's a big opportunity to make a lot of money here. And personally, I think the original Bitcoin is holding that down. Why haven't they implemented the Lightning Network? What took them so long to implement SegWit? I think, like, if you look at Charlie Lee, Charlie Lee's a big advocate for cryptocurrencies, and I think if Bitcoin goes its own way, I think it'll give Charlie Lee the key to do his vision. Because you gotta understand, dude, there's American Express, there's Visa, there's MasterCard, there's Coca-Cola, there's Sprite, there's Pepsi, RC, there's Hawaiian Punch. Russell ain't the only Russell. So, I think this is not just scaling Bitcoin, but it's scaling cryptocurrencies in general, and it's gonna be a good thing. And we're pretty early, so I think we could reap some rewards off that. I want to cover something on Roger Ver. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know who's the bad guys, who's the good guys, but let's not be tunnel vision here, because sometimes the bad guys come in disguise. Not saying that, again, you've seen this in other videos, but not saying that the Bitcoin Core developers are bad guys, but maybe they don't know. Maybe their job is to just do the programming. That's it. Anyways, see Roger Ver. I think I'll pull up a Wikipedia on him. Anyways, while I'm doing that, Roger Ver, from what I read, is ended up living in Japan. I think he got arrested sometime back for selling fireworks on the internet. So I'll see like these memes and stuff on Twitter or social media, trolls accounts like, oh, you're gonna let a felon be in charge of your money. But this is what we gotta understand. What he's creating is what I truly think is a product of what happened to him. I mean, come on, he sold fireworks. He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't steal nobody's money. So, there's a lot of restraints and censorship going on with our current ways of spending money. And I think that's what brought him out to, want to take the keys and get going on his own Bitcoin, which could be adopted by the masses. I don't know, but if it is, I want to make sure I have some of that early. So, let me go. We don't need to look that up. We already talked about it enough. I'm not gonna put them on blast, but so yeah. So earlier I mentioned that a lot of the during the pump, during the dump, a lot of that dump went to Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin is back up to 6,551, and we're currently sitting on what says here 99,684 unconfirmed transactions, which I personally don't think is true. There's no way they confirmed 40 plus thousand transactions in 36 hours. Sounds really fishy if you ask me, but what if this right here is going to come down? I mean, right now, Bitcoin, it's hardly usable. The transaction fees are high if you want to use it. It's like in the crisis mode, crisis stage. So, what if everyone's investing, and it comes down again? You gotta be real careful with that. And I think right now, this is red flags because the Bitcoin core system doesn't work. And if they're not being completely honest with you right here, and even if they are, I mean, they're far away from even completing this, but this could really cause some panic going to Bitcoin Cash, and then you might lose some money there. You gotta watch out. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. I mean, what I'm just speculation. May be, but be careful. So yeah, I think I already talked about the dump. I mean, who knows who did that dump? Like, it could have been an inside job from the Bitcoin core. It could have been an inside job from Bitcoin Cash. It could have been like a group of 7 billionaires who were friends who drew up a plan and wrote it out. So just because the charts say one thing and showing you one thing may not be the case. I mean, I got lucky. I saw the pump happening. I got in around like 600-700. I sold off. I sold off my last after the dump on the pump back to 18. Thank God. But I bought some more. Right here. Waiting to see what happens with that. I like the catalyst coming out of Bitcoin Cash. If you like it or not, I don't like it or not. I'm just saying that I do see scalability here. There are some rumors surrounding it that I think it's gonna be a good thing. And the volatility, I mean, you could swing it. Same with Bitcoin right now, though. You buy right here, come up. When you think you're getting too high, sell it off. Wait till it gets back down, do the same thing. But you gotta be careful right here. I think honestly, right here, you get caught up in a trap. The house comes down. Always make sure you set your stops. I would say setting a stop is like wearing a condom, especially in this market right here. No SEC regulation, it's crazy. You saw what happened with Bitcoin Cash, but yeah. So the mining thing, people always talk about miners and shit like that. I'm sure you guys want to know. I mean, I don't know all these numbers. I'm not going to be straight up with you, but on coinwars.com, this is where you go to learn about mining and what equipment you need to start mining. I'm mining Bitcoin currently, so this is where I went. But anyways, it says Bitcoin Cash is the number one coin to mine for miners, and if you want to get paid, you feel me? So if you want to make money as a miner, it is more profitable to mine Bitcoin Cash. Now, it's early, but who knows what kind of effect that would have, especially with all these unconfirmed transactions. What if you guys lose? What if Bitcoin loses 40% of its miners? This could be a long ordeal right here. And another factor is all these unconfirmed transactions, we don't know where they're going. We don't. So, are they being held purposely as well? There's a lot of things you gotta consider. Don't just go off the hype on Twitter. Oh, they're the good guys or the bad guys, because we don't know. We gotta be real reactive right now. Besides Bitcoin Cash, because the dips right here, I am divested. I got a bag of Vertcoin and cold storage that I'm holding on to, but that's it. I'm divested. Made some good money the other day on some lucky. It was lucky. The only reason why I made it is because I made that mistake when Bitcoin pumped initially and I didn't sell off. I was stuck with a Vertcoin bag. Thank God it went back up, so I learned my lesson right here. Sell off on the way up. See anything else we could get into? Oh yeah, so Bitcoin Gold. Don't really know too much about that. Down negative 10.93%. I honestly don't think it's going nowhere, or it might be a backup for the original Bitcoin. Some rumors say. I don't know. We gotta look into that. Make sure you look into that. Don't let this go unnoticed. Yeah. So this is my third video or something like that. So it's a lot better, I'm sure, than the last two. I got my software working at least a little bit more to par. I mean, I hope. But yeah, check out my last two videos. I mean, you can't really hear this one right here, but if you turn your volume up and you pay close attention, you will. But yeah, that's my analysis for what's going on. My speculation. I'm not even gonna say analysis. Like, who knows? So yeah, just always use a stop. Stay up on the catalyst. And you know, keep an open mind. That's all I gotta say, because you could lose some serious money. You know, they could gather the herd right where they want them and pull the chair, and then you're asked out. You know, and I kind of use a little common sense. I mean, people are going crazy about this dump right here, but let me show you something. That's only worth like what, $1,000 at $1,200 a Bitcoin. For $6,000 at its lowest point lately, it was what? Let me see here, 54.31, and now it's back, and today it's touched. Yeah, man, it's touched 67.55. I mean, that's $1,000 drop right there on a coin that is valued in the most recent time between 5,500 to 6,700. It's the same thing. So yeah, we got FUD all over the market. So you know, kind of yeah, I mean, I think you gotta look for what it is. Can the whole world run on Bitcoin? If the answer is no, can the whole world run on Bitcoin Cash? If the answer is yes, I'm not saying like one more than the other, but I'm saying that you gotta make smart investments over here. Just don't see it. How fast can they implement the Lightning Network? I guess that's the main question right now, to see what's happening next. But yeah, my next video is probably gonna be on the Lightning Network. If not, it's gonna be on some of the privacy coins coming up. You know, Vertcoin, Viacoin, Decred. Probably throwing Lisk. Not here to show the coin. I'm just here to talk about what it does, what they do, their current prices, what have they been doing in the past. You know, more of a reactive trader. I don't try to guess too much. I do invest long term on projects that I think are going to be worth something one day, but you know, yeah, I don't like to stress. I like to come in, see what's going on, try to make some quick dough, try to make some quick money, in and out, boom boom. So yeah, just click the like button, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.